I'm Peggy Cal Enderly, and I came to UC Davis as a freshman in 1997. I went on staff and I graduated in 2001. I did take a slight detour and left staff for about 5 years to finish grad school and came back on. For the past few years, I've been working nationally with learning and talent in digital learning.
Hey, my name is Rashad Mays, and I graduated UC Davis in 2017. My major was animal science and management, and I was on the pre-veterinary track in my undergrad years, so I had to take all those hard science classes. But currently, I'm actually on staff with InterVarsity in the Bay Area. So I live in Sunnyvale, which is South Bay, and also Alumni land. And I work with Stanford students, so Stanford University, and also San Jose State University students.
Hi, my name is Michaela Rohrbaugh, and I graduated from UC Davis in 2018. When I was in college, my mom liked to joke with me that I double majored in wildlife biology and InterVarsity because InterVarsity was such a formative part of my college experience. Now I'm out of college and I'm working as a first-year teacher at Vacaville Christian Schools. I teach high school chemistry and middle school life science. So here is what I want to leave you with. A what, a how, and a why. First, the what. Take the opportunities you have in college to store up for yourself stories of God's faithfulness to you. Stories of leadership, leading Bible studies, stories of taking risks to initiate with people. Store up those stories of faith. Second, the how. Every time God showed his faithfulness to me in the past was because I said yes to something new and scary that he called me into, that I wasn't sure I could do. My freshman year, I was asked to lead a Bible study. I could have said no, but I would have missed out on getting to see God be faithful to me in that situation. My sophomore year, I could have said no to leading a transfer Bible study when I felt uncomfortable about it, but I would have missed out on seeing God's faithfulness and those sincere relationships I got as a result. I could have said no to praying for people to be healed. It's a scary and risky thing to do, but I wouldn't have gotten to see God's power be displayed as a result, and the people who were healed wouldn't have gotten to see it either. And finally, the why. Why this is important. To be honest, this year it has been so hard for me to see God's faithfulness to me. It feels like I'm plowing through a lot of muckiness, and it's hard to keep my head above the water. Some days it feels like the only thing that's keeping me going is remembering that God has been faithful to me before, and since he is the same as he was in the past, he'll be the same in the present and the future. I know that even if I don't feel like I see his faithfulness now, it is going to come. So please store up. Take opportunities to store up for yourself stories of God's faithfulness to you. And remember them. Write them in your journal, write them on your heart, on your wall, I don't care, so that when the days come when you feel like you can't see his faithfulness, you'll remember that he has been faithful to you, and he will continue to do so. Thank you, and goodbye.
And the thing that has just been heavy on my mind is the witness of the church and witness of Christianity, right? We've seen a lot in this last year and a half, but even since I was an undergrad, the ways that white nationalism and white supremacy is very intertwined with Christian values at this point. And I'm I have been concerned about the witness of the church. Like, what are people seeing of Christianity, and is that in line with what the gospel is, and is that also what people will want to commit to, right? Because following Jesus is a lifelong commitment. And so, as I think about the future generations, and even just this generation coming up, who is very justice-oriented and wants to care about equity, I see all those things being very connected to the core message of the gospel and even what Jesus' life is. And so my encouragement to you and even wisdom is to own your spot in the church, own your voice, and even just be able to know that the things that you are feeling in your body when you like submit them to God, God could actually lead you to shaping the community and shaping people around you. So I know that as tensions arise and as different things happen, as you are seeing the world and seeing what even the history of Christianity, I think it would be a gift to continue to have you in our community to help shape us and iron sharpen iron.
Well, I don't know if this is a word of encouragement, but maybe a bit of a reality. It's just that everyone's going to disappoint you. I think students come to college, they meet Jesus, they meet this amazing community, and then either in college or after college, some of the people that God's brought into their lives fail them and disappoint them. And because it came with this like renewing of your faith or this discovery of this really amazing, genuine faith, it can be really easy to put like your faith together with the people, and when the people disappoint you, then you feel like your faith has disappointed you. But what I've learned is that Jesus never disappoints me. Jesus is who I take my disappointments to, and he speaks into them in ways that humans never can. And he makes disappointments bearable. So I think post-college, there may be moments where you're not sure if faith is for you anymore because of the people who've disappointed you, because of situations that were hard. And so I'm like, yeah, you can try a new church. You can find new community. You can do all those things. You can like continue to search. But the thing that is like, what is your relationship with Jesus like? How are you cultivating it and finding the things that will push you towards Jesus, whatever that means. Because you just remember that don't get pushed towards people, be pushed towards Jesus.